But a lot of folks also talking about TikTok.
Guy, I have to say I'm really devastated by this.
What
I
happened?
thought that by this time something would have been figured out, but it looks like the Supreme Court is still hearing conversations about the TikTok ban. Now, the initial date for it to be banned was January 19th, so I was hoping, maybe something could be figured out by then, but clearly it's not looking like that, and hopefully we will get the decision sooner than later. We're kind of waiting on it. Luckily, our legal specialist, Katie Barlow, is actually going to be covering this story, so we can get more details on what's going on. But we have been covering this matter throughout the initial news being shared that TikTok was under threat of being banned. Now, of course, the U.S. government would like for TikTok to sell the company to a U.S.-owned company in order for TikTok to continue going forward, because we know it's a China-based company. But, it's not looking too good for us.
Yeah. You know what amazes me most about this? How well-versed you are, first of all, on this story. And it's kind of funny because it pertains to TikTok.
Yeah. Because notice I have notes here. I did not look down once. I fully know this issue.
Memory.
Yes, I know about this issue. I am one of the people who are being impacted by this directly. I in fact, I'm a TikToker. I'm a part of the community.
Oh, gosh.
So, Trump luckily is saying that he's hoping that that they'll probably delay it, urging people to delay it. He was even saying that, he's thankful to TikTok for being able to introduce him to a younger audience, which could have been something that played a role in him getting in the White House in the first place.
Yeah, most people don't know who the Speaker of the House is. However, I would argue the average 20-year-old knows exactly what's going on with TikTok.
And what's also interesting, too, is I didn't necessarily know who, a J.D. Vance was necessarily. And then once we were in the newsroom, I saw J.D. Vance. I was like, oh, I just saw a TikTok about him the other day. That's the man that was in that TikTok. The connections are coming together here. So
that's what you got to do. You want to know your history and what's going on in the country? Just put it on TikTok.
I learned so much about TikTok. I've learned about cleaning hacks. I learned new recipes, protein bagels.
Gosh.
TikTok has really made me a better individual all around.
Well, did you see on TikTok that according to several retailers, the major retailer, the one of Macy's, is shutting its doors?
I did see this guy. A little bit about it. But yes, some of us grew up on Macy's. It's very crazy, but they have announced that they are actually closing 66 stores across the country. And there are also some stores in Maryland and Virginia that are closing down as well. Now, I was a bit concerned because I do frequent Macy's from time to time. They have great deals. If you ever want to buy perfume or a cologne, go to Macy's because they usually give you a gift as well. Most places are not doing that. So, that's a reason to visit your local Macy's. But Maryland closures include Security Square Mall, that's in Baltimore, and then I believe Hartford Mall, and that is in Bel Air, and Virginia closings include South Park Mall and Colonial Heights. So luckily not too many that are being shut down in our area, but still 66 stores is a lot.
Yeah, when I saw this story, by the way, let me full disclosure, I am a Macy's fiend. This suit is from Macy's, by the way. When I saw this, I'm but when I saw the story, I immediately hopped online and I said, oh my God, is my favorite Macy's shutting down? And I wanted to take a look, and it's going to stay open. Thank God.
Fingers crossed. This is great. But this is all a part of a program that they have, basically to try to generate more revenue. Because I guess they have been seeing a decline in revenue throughout the years. We're seeing that across the nation that people are not going to malls anymore. Some of these traditional stores, like a JCPenney or a Kmart, are finding their last days as these brick and mortar businesses that we've seen for so long. So it's very unfortunate, but luckily not too many are being shut down in our area, but visit your local Macy's from time to time.
All right, that's because Sylvia said so.